So it is 7:33 on this Tuesday morning, and yes, you got me again. Carol Buckley and Jean Brister both are recuperating from their New Year's celebrations. Carol is scheduled to be back tomorrow, however. In the meantime, it is me, and I've got your birthdays. Today is January 3rd, Tuesday. Birthdays today, actor, the Big Shot birthdays, Dabney Coleman. He was a real big shot there for a while. I don't know whatever happened to him. He's enjoying retirement now. He's 91 years old. Singer-songwriter Van Dyke Parks is 80 years old. Singer Stephen Stills is 78. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Yeah. Bassist John Paul Jones. He was with Led Zeppelin. He's 77. Victoria Principal. She was on Dallas and a whole bunch of other stuff. She's 73. Mel Gibson, still getting in trouble. He's 67. Jazz saxophonist James Carter is 54. Danica McKellar, she was on the Wonder Years. She was the little guy's girlfriend. She's 48 today. Nicholas Gonzalez of the OC is 47. Local birthdays, we got a few of those coming up.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Andrew Madrid, Miguel Angel Madrigal, Darlena Gray, Liam Daniel Castellanos, Bobby Doobie, Art Navarro, Bill Reed, Cindy Whitman, Danny Valavez, Francisco Becerra, Gabby Murguia, Maria Ontiveros, George Scott, Miguel Angel Mariscal, Julia de la Torre, Myrna Moore, and Steve Lee. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's time for the World and California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin is sedated and in critical condition today after collapsing from a cardiac arrest last night. CBS medical contributor Dr. David Agus.
The fact that he's not breathing on his own certainly makes me worried, because the sooner you are able to shock him back into a normal rhythm, the sooner you can go back to everything working. And that fact that he's not breathing on his own may tell me there's some brain damage.
Strong storms are hitting several states today. Weather Channel meteorologist Jim Cantori is tracking them.
Today and also tomorrow, and places like Atlanta, Georgia, and Montgomery, Alabama, tomorrow morning, you may have a bona fide tornado threat.
In Washington, Republicans are officially taking over the House today. CBS's Rebecca Kaplan.
All eyes are on the House of Representatives today as lawmakers gather to elect a new speaker. California Republican Kevin McCarthy has faced a revolt from some on the far right in his bid for the job.
But he may not have enough votes to win it. CBS News Brief. I'm Monica Ricks.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California Headline News. Representative Kevin McCarthy hoping to be elected U.S. House Speaker today, but he'll have to win over some of those who oppose his bid, led by Florida's Matt Gaetz. He met with McCarthy Monday and sounded a bit more open to the possibility.
It was brief and productive. That's a different tone than you've struck before. Thanks for noticing.
McCarthy has reportedly given the holdouts several concessions, but that apparently hasn't yet moved Gaetz into the yes column. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin remains in critical condition after collapsing on the field during Monday night's game in Cincinnati. ER specialist Dr. Anthony Cardilla with Men's Urgent Care in Los Angeles offering some insight into what he saw, examining the hit, and how Hamlin reacted to it.
At this juncture, whether he survives or not, it will be dependent upon how long he was down and how long he was not getting oxygen.
Cardillo suspecting that Hamlin suffered traumatic trauma to the chest at the moment his heart was repolarizing, prompting a potentially lethal ventricular arrhythmia. Gas prices in the state at $4.42 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
And your World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
This winter, spread joy, not germs. As soon as you feel symptoms, test it, treat it, you can beat it. COVID medications like the Paxlovid pill can help you test negative sooner. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to find free treatment today. Again, that's 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, happy holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Phoenix area attorneys. 6730 North Scottsdale Road, Suite 230, Scottsdale, Arizona, 85253. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
And it is time for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. And page one of the local news, another catalytic converter was reported stolen in El Centro. The crime was reported shortly after noon on New Year's Day. Catalytic converters taken from the Dodge Ram while the vehicle was parked in the area of 5th and Orange Streets. Catalytic converters are part of the exhaust emissions control system on vehicles. They contain precious metals that are recoverable by scrappers. A catalytic converter may fetch $50 for a thief, but can cost as much as $2,000 to replace. Several law enforcement agencies combined to capture a car thief at about 2:40 a.m. yesterday morning. A pursuit started in the area of Dogwood and Dannenberg Roads when a 2017 Ford Explorer that had been reported stolen was observed. Imperial County Sheriff's deputies and El Centro police officers pursued the SUV into the city of El Centro and through several residential neighborhoods, and then went southbound on 4th Street on past Heber and continued on to Calexico. The vehicle was stopped on Heber Avenue in Calexico shortly after 3 a.m. and one suspect was taken into custody. Speeds reached about 50 miles per hour during the chase. California Highway Patrol and Calexico Police were also involved in the pursuit and the arrest.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
And in more local news, a county elected to take the oath of office today. Ceremony is being held this morning. A swearing-in ceremony is hosted by the County Registrar of Voters and the County of Imperial. Participating in the ceremony will be newly elected Auditor Controller Karina Alvarez, Clerk Recorder Chuck Story, Treasurer Tax Collector Suzanne Bermudez, and Superintendent of Schools Todd Fennell. John Hawk was elected as a county supervisor for District 5, but Hawk was administered the oath before Christmas. The ceremony will be held this morning beginning at 10 a.m. It'll be in the Board of Supervisors chambers at the County Administration Center, 940 West Main Street in El Centro. And the Blue Angels coming back today. Blue Angels return to a Naval Air Facility El Centro. The U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron will arrive at NAF El Centro this morning. The FA-18 Super Hornets are expected to land at the local base at around 11:30 this morning. Commanding officer flying the number 1 plane is Commander Alexander P. Armata. This year, for the first time ever, there will be a woman as a part of the flight demonstration team. Lieutenant Amanda Lee. Lee will be flying the number 3 aircraft of the left wing. The Blue Angels winter home, NAF El Centro, will host the team until the traditional first performance of the year, NAF El Centro Air Show, on March 11th, 2023. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And it's on to page 2 of the local news. The regular meeting of the Brawley City Council will not be happening tonight. That meeting was canceled until further notice. Well, until their next regular scheduled meeting, I assume. The Kxo police have arrested one. They had responded to a domestic dispute call. The incident occurred late last week. Officers arrived at the scene at 1029 East 2nd Street. As they arrived, officials say officers heard shots fired from inside the residence. The officers were able to communicate with Ramon Landeros, who was inside that residence. The suspect's daughter eventually came out of the house and told officers her father was inside alone. A short time later, Landeros came out unarmed, without any body armor. The man was taken into custody. Officers found an AK-47. It was determined that the man had an extensive criminal history. He was booked into county jail on charges of being a felon in possession of firearms, felon in possession of ammunition, felon in possession of body armor, negligent discharge of a weapon, and child endangerment. The live stream community blood drive will be held this Friday. The blood drive will be held at Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. PMHD is located at 207 West Legion Road in Brawley. Donors will receive a mini physical, blood pressure check, pulse, temperature reading, cholesterol, and iron levels. A live stream pullovers will also be handed out while supplies last. Appointments can be made or can be scheduled at livestream.org. And Forester Road is closed between Ayton and Worthington Roads. According to the California Highway Patrol and Imperial County Public Works Department, closure will remain in effect until tomorrow, January 4th. Closure is necessary as crews work to clean up materials spilled when a big rig loaded with tar overturned, spilling the tar. The county roads has set up the closure with detours. There were no injuries in that incident. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The high temperature yesterday, 66 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 54. National Weather Service says a weak disturbance will pass across the northern half of the region today, giving portions of the lower deserts the chance for light rain showers in the morning. The forecast turns drier, but periods of cloudiness will continue. High temperatures will return to near normal in the mid-60s for the second half of the work week. Weather forecast calling for mostly sunny skies today. Highs right near 68. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy tonight. Overnight lows around 51. East winds at around 5 miles per hour. Wednesday, cloudy skies and gradually becoming sunny with the highs right near 68. East winds at around 5 miles per hour. And a light rain has been reported out near the Navy base this morning. Right now, we're looking at 48 degrees, 71% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still moderate in Calexico. Air quality is still good for the rest of the region.
The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great place, the Peanut Patch. You will find the Peanut Patch in Yuma, easy to get to. Just head to Yuma and then go past MCAS Yuma to East County 13th Street, turn left and go about 1.5 miles and you're at the Peanut Patch. And what do you find at the Peanut Patch? You find homemade chocolates. You find fresh English toffee made from scratch, pecan turtles. You'll love everything at the Peanut Patch. Friendly people, what a great place to visit. And of course, they have gift packs that you can ship to your friends and loved ones all over the world. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Spend a day at the Peanut Patch, open Monday through Saturdays, 9 till 5, Yuma time. They are closed on Sundays. The Peanut Patch. Stop by.
And it is now sports time. Sports World Roundup is brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Once again, Damar Hamlin remains in critical condition. At last word, prognosis was not good. He suffered cardiac arrest in last night's Bills-Bengals game. That game was postponed. And the college football bowl games, wrapped up yesterday. The Rose Bowl, it was Penn State over Utah, 35-21. At the Cotton Bowl, Tulane defeated USC, 46-45. In the Citrus Bowl, LSU all over Purdue, 63-7. And at the Relia Quest Bowl, Mississippi State defeated Illinois 19-10. What's left is the national championship. That will feature TCU at Georgia. That game will be played on Monday, January 9th. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in the NBA, several games were played yesterday. The Knicks beat the Suns 102-83. Lakers won. They defeated the Hornets 121-115. Cavaliers and the Bulls went into overtime. Cavaliers won the game 145-134. The Pacers beat the Raptors 122-114. 76ers over the Pelicans 120-111. Nets got by the Spurs 139-103. Mavericks defeated the Rockets 111-103. 106. Timberwolves over the Nuggets, 124-111. Hawks and the Warriors went into double overtime. Warriors won that one, 143-141. Trailblazers defeated the Pistons, 135-106. And the Heat got by the Clippers, 110-100. In the National Hockey League, it was the Bruins over the Penguins, 2-1. Golden Knights over Avalanche, 3-2. And the Flyers beat the Ducks by a score of 4-1. In tennis, everybody is playing their warm-up matches, getting ready for the Australian Open. They're all in Australia, including Novak Djokovic. He beat Constant Lestine for his first win of 2023. They haven't played a lot of matches since the new year started. Emma Raducanu, she got her first win, overcame the weather in her first singles win of 2023 as well. And in the Cavs win, Donovan Mitchell scored franchise record 71 points in the overtime win. Cristiano Ronaldo will see out his 2.5-year contract at Al Nassr, with sources at the Saudi Arabian club telling reporters that reports of a clause allowing Ronaldo to join Newcastle United on loan if they qualify for next season's Championship League are fake. It's not true. Clay Thompson is going to embrace the heck out of his 54-point night. He didn't score 71 points, but 54 is good for him. He's happy with that. For the second time in 2 seasons, Rutgers stunned number 1 Purdue. The 65-64 was the final score. Tulane scored 16 in the final 4 minutes of the game to stun USC in the Cotton Bowl. That's what we just talked about. Jeff Saturday says Kayvon Thibodeau's Snow Angel celebration was absolute trash. The celebration was conducted while the quarterback for the Colts, Nick Foles, was laying right next to him, convulsing. UFC's Dana White has apologized for a physical altercation with his wife, says there is absolutely no excuse for that, and he can't get around that. He accepts responsibility. That's it. That's your Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And it is time for the financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks gained this morning as a busy first trading week of 2023 got underway. S&P 500 rose 0.4% at the open, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 55 points, or 0.2%. Technology-heavy NASDAQ Composite advanced 0.7%. The moves early this morning come after broad-based declines on Friday in fitting into Wall Street's worst year since the global financial crisis in 2008. U.S. stocks and bond markets were closed on Monday in observance of New Year's Day. Got your weather next.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The high temperature yesterday, 66 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 54. National Weather Service says a weak disturbance will pass across the northern half of the region today, giving portions of the lower deserts the chance for light rain showers in the morning. The forecast turns drier, but periods of cloudiness will continue. High temperatures will return to near normal in the mid-60s for the second half of the work week. Weather forecast calling for mostly sunny skies today. Highs right near 68. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy tonight. Overnight lows around 51. East winds at around 5 miles per hour. Wednesday, cloudy skies and gradually becoming sunny with the highs right near 68. East winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 48 degrees, 71% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality still moderate in Calexico, still good for the rest of the region. Financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best weeks in town.
Burgers and Beer. What I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu. Everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And coming up in just a couple of minutes, it's the CBS News at the top of the hour. It will be 8 o'clock, you know.
Check out the KXO website, kxoradio.com. You can follow us on Facebook, KXO Radio Imperial Valley. That's our Facebook page. And, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. Great stuff on Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, our website.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
And your CBS News brought to you this hour by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Football fans are keeping vigil outside a hospital in Cincinnati, where Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin remains in critical condition after collapsing following a tackle during last night's game.
We're praying that he pulls through this and he makes it through this, as we hope that he will. And that's why we're here, just because we're a Bengals fan doesn't mean we're not a fan of his.
Medical experts like CBS's Dr. David Agus are concerned a blow to the chest may have thrown his heart's pumping mechanism out of rhythm.
They started CPR right away, which is great. My hope is they were able to restore the heart rate soon enough to be able to get blood flow to the brain so there's no damage there.
The Bills returned to Buffalo this morning after the game was postponed indefinitely. In Brazil, Santos Football Club says more than 230,000 people paid respects to Pele during a 24-hour public wake at his hometown soccer stadium. Among them, the country's new president, Lula da Silva. More turned out as Pele's remains were transferred to a cemetery. Correspondent Vicky Barker.
Some of the fans lining the streets of Santos in Sao Paulo were wearing Santos team shirts bearing Pele's number 10. They chanted team cheers and applauded as the fire truck bearing their hero's coffin passed.
A new Republican majority House will be sworn in shortly, but there's still uncertainty over who will lead GOP lawmakers. Correspondent Allison Keyes from Washington.
There could be fireworks as Kevin McCarthy battles hardline conservatives and faces vocal opposition from party members such as House Freedom Caucus Chair Scott Perry. A long, ugly speaker election could delay GOP hopes of moving quickly on border security and the economy.
Schools closed west of Little Rock, Arkansas after a possible tornado tornado tore through yesterday. Jessieville District Superintendent Melissa Spear says it came out of the blue.
High winds, awnings begin to blow away, flagpole blows over, and students and staff begin moving to the safe room.
No deaths reported. With more recreational marijuana legal in more states, there are more reports of children getting into the gummies. Here's CBS's Jim Crisula.
More than 7,000 confirmed cases of kids younger than 6 eating pot edibles were reported to the nation's poison control centers over a 5-year period. A study published today found nearly a quarter of those children were hospitalized, with some becoming seriously ill.
The Wall Street Journal's reporting more bosses are getting tired of all those empty desks and ordering employees back to the office. They insist it's key to problem solving, training new hires, and reinforcing corporate culture. Some work-from-homers argue operating out of offices is unproductive. Dow down 25. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
A rock band has plans to soldier on.
The Foo Fighters plan to continue as a band following the death of their drummer, Taylor Hawkins. But in a statement, the band recognized without Taylor, they'll be a different band going forward. Foo Fighters say Hawkins will be there in spirit when they see their fans again soon. But they don't have any scheduled concerts and didn't release any details on who might replace Hawkins on drums. In September, several celebrities and Hawkins' 17-year-old son filled in for 2 tribute concerts. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Finally, an order even Rachel Green can't mess up.
Who ordered what? Oh, I believe I had the half-drunk cappuccino with the lipstick on the rim.
International Delights teamed with Warner Brothers for a limited edition creamer inspired by the Friends gang. Central Perk Manhattan Hazelnut Mocha is what it's called. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Paid for by government.com.
Did you hear? A recent stash of $10 gold Liberty coins from the 1800s has been found. These gorgeous gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck in the late 1800s, and less than 50 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this gold find an incredible opportunity. Call 1-800-935-7267, and you are guaranteed a $10 gold Liberty coin minted by the U.S. Mint in the 1800s. But with extremely limited availability, you must call now. These gold Liberty coins from the 1800s are still in uncirculated condition. That is history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-935-7267. Call now, and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $40 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-935-7267 now to secure your $10 gold Liberty coins dated from the 1800s before they sell out. That's 1-800-935-7267.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is John Levada asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And to CBS News this hour, presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank at 760-370-0966.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Gentlemen,
I would like to introduce
George Gale.
I got style, I'm cultured, I'm sophisticated.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.